quick recap, even though it's only been about 5 minutes since you guys did this. You all trekked out into the sands with JT Science Man to confront Smarties, who was pretty useless by all accounts. They tried to make you a deal to leave a few people behind, and then in exchange, they would basically make you living gods. And you all politely said, go fuck yourself, but maybe we'll be back later. And then you learned a few things about the present that you all also deemed totally unhelpful. And when you arrived back, you were greeted only by Arlo, who led you in and then put a fucking gun right up against Phoebe's skull. And you see that all of your friends are tied up. Arlo says, "You guys have a nice trip."
No.
No.
Arlo, what the fuck are you doing?
All right, everyone, head on in, come on.
No, I mean, like, doesn't seem like you guys are having a good time in there.
I go in. I go in.
I'm also going in, but I'm saying this.
All right.
Oh, thank God, Cornelius.
JT is like, I'd just like to say I am very much on Richard Lorenzo's side. And
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, Arlo says, shut the fuck up.
JT Science
Man,
fuck.
nobody here likes you.
I was literally about to say you are now above Arlo, a man I thought I spent 3 years with, but now you're back under Arlo, who's currently betraying us. You're still worse than Arlo.
Betraying?
Yo, I have a punch
Arlo,
stored up for you, JT.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Hold on a second. Betraying? Betraying? I need you to shut the fuck up, Richard Lorenzo. I need you to take a chill pill and shove it up your whole fucking ass. Betraying. Yeah, you're fucking betraying us. What is this bullshit? I thought you were Phoebe's friend. I thought you were our friend. You're a fucking asshole is what you are.
We are friends, Atticus.
No, we're not.
What kind of friendship shit is this then?
This
is... A friend doesn't put a gun to the back of a friend's head.
You're right, but it's okay, because we're almost at the end, and when we all cross over together...
Okay. Oh, it's okay. It's alright. Don't worry. It's okay. Fuck off.
Atticus, politely, none of this matters. Because as soon as the next iteration starts, everyone's back on a blank slate. And then we can just go on. We don't need to go back.
Why? Why don't you want to leave? You're the one getting out, aren't you, Arlo?
Yes, Atticus.
That's what I fucking thought. I turn to Dr. B and I say, Dr. B, I have suspected you for 3 years straight, and I stand corrected. I am so sorry. It's actually this piece of shit who wants to keep us all trapped here forever, apparently.
It's somewhat my fault, young lady. I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have told you that the world was fun.
Why?
Arlo says, allow me. As you might imagine, coming here of my own free will, turns out I made a bit of a mistake. It got lonely here real quick. But when Dr. B came and he started telling me about how he could develop a way out, it made me realize that I never missed the real world. I just missed the company. So?
You, have a whole family outside of here. Why would you not want to go home?
Oh, that's not my family.
So that whole you have my daughters in the desert thing was just an act?
He has my grandkids. I'm sorry.
He has... Wait, what?
My grandkids, Mary, Joseph, and Isaac. I don't know how, but when he got out, he found them, and he told me that if I didn't keep my mouth shut, something terrible would happen to them.
Turn back to Arlo, and I'm like, wow, you are actually now worse than JT Science Man. That's a feat.
You're really living up to the name Dick.
I regret not turning you into Smarties. Fuck.
JT Science Man says, I, for one, would just like to say I am very glad you did not turn me into Smarties.
Shut up, dude. Stop.
Okay,
Thank you.
I'll stop. Yeah, sorry. And Arlo says, it's not just Dr. B. During my many trips, I've learned a lot about all of you. Very interesting characters. Jace and her weird family history, Henry's work for the Magic Police, Atticus, your mob background, Cornelius, your deal for a haunted fucking corn-themed theme park.
Does it make you feel good to, like, play God over people's lives? Like, we
Yeah.
had things to do outside of this fucking place,
What
and you've
gives you
decided that because you were too fucking lonely to go home, you would trap other people here? Are you serious?
what gives you the right to look into our backgrounds and then try to lord it over us like some fucking higher being when you're nothing but a scumbag who can't make it in the real world clearly, so you have to play hide and seek in this little hidey hole with people that you keep trapped here 24/7 because you don't want to be alone, but you don't want to go back because it's so much easier here. It's more fun. Ooh. I wish. I wish. Ooh. I wish I could kick your ass.
He presses the gun against Phoebe's skull and says, that's not gonna happen, I'm afraid. So instead, we're just gonna sit here. We're gonna wait for the world to end. And right before it does, I'm gonna boop out of here and then boop right back into version 2 and keep it going.
Well, since it's all getting reset, how do you leave?
How do I leave? Well, Dr. V, the fucking genius, the brilliant man, he made me an exit. And he pulls out, it's actually remarkably similar to the one JT Science Man made you. This one is slightly longer, a little bit more rusted because it was scrounged together with spare parts. But he says, this baby right here hasn't been getting me out this whole time.
And you keep getting back in.
How do I keep getting back? You think I didn't have the password? You think Dr. V didn't get the password too? It's all encoded in here. It's embedded in the files. I don't know. I'm not a computer science guy myself, but Dr. B, he's a genius.
Hey Max, I have a question. While Arlo is like going on about his long, nice, fucking rusty rod.
Wow, I hated that.
Thank you.
That was not okay for many reasons.
Okay. Anyway, anyway. So how is the room set up? Where are the people sat in chairs? Are they like in front of Phoebe?
It's in a haphazard semicircle.
And if Phoebe were to, I don't know, let's say duck under Arlo's arm and hit him real fast to make him drop the gun, would anybody be in danger?
Would anyone be in danger? I mean, anyone could be in danger. You are closest, let's say, to Blorbo.
Oh. Okay.
Not to be that guy, but like if it's anyone.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. Like, Blorbo can just be regenerated, honestly.
He'll Bluffy be fine.
I'm gonna make a check here, Max. Can I make 2 different checks real fast?
What checks would you like to make? What are you trying to do?
I want to, well, like I said, while he's going on about his rod, I'd like to quickly make what's the equivalent to like agility? Dexterity?
Dexterity.
And strength would be for hitting. If I was just to like try to disarm him, would that be like unarmed or would that be strength?
Yeah, I would have you make an unarmed check.
That's my
and I'll give you a bonus dice to contest him. So
Okay.
first, let's have you pass dexterity.
Okay, well, dexterity, I did get an extreme success.
Oh, hell yeah.
Phoebe is extremely dexterous.
All right, Phoebe, you're extremely dexterous body. So what do you do, actually? Walk me through this.
So I want to like do like a quick 180 really fast so I can like be out of the firing range.
So
like, out of the
are you trying
line
to
of
position
fire.
yourself behind him?
So no, I'm more so trying to position myself like to the side of his arm really fast so that way I can just really quickly like smash his elbow. Hopefully
Okay.
break him.
Oh shit. Okay, great. So yeah, you whirl around very quickly, and in the split second that you have before he can properly react, again, he will contest this, but I'll give you a bonus dice.
Okay. And you said, what would that be? Fighting would be brawl technically?
Yes, yeah, because you're trying to attack him.
Okay. Watch out, Arlo. I got good brawl.
Phoebe knows how to destroy with her hands.
He
It's
sure
true.
does.
Those hands have killed.
I hope VP breaks his
They
spine.
almost fucking smashes his arm and breaks his spine.
Love it. Love it. I love it for him.
What did you get?
I did get an extreme success.
Holy shit. All right, he failed. So Phoebe, you whip around and then you punch him straight in the gun arm before he even has time to blink. The gun. Oh, yeah, I'll have you roll damage too.
Ooh, he's gonna take some damage.
I hope he takes
The
too much
gun
damage.
turns into gun shards instantly because
Gun
he picked up the worst gun.
As soon as this is over, like as soon as Phoebe is done with her scene, Atticus would like to make a move, but I'll wait.
So I did 6 damage.
Shit. Okay. No, you break his arm.
Yeah, I do.
It flies back with a really sickening crack, and he falls to the ground and goes, "Oh my god!"
In the moment that he does that, can Atticus make I guess I'll say like a dexterity check as well? Because what I'd like to do is, having watched Phoebe essentially escape danger, she'd like to run forward, and while his momentum is off balance, tackle him, and then very specifically put her knee in his throat with her gun to his forehead.
Jesus. Okay. I guess you can do that all with dexterity, I guess.
It's kind of be like one clean motion of her like jumping forward and knocking him down, but also securing him. Okay, I got a extreme success.
Okay, Atticus, I'll let you describe the motion that you do. So why don't you give the audience it one more time?
Okay, when at the moment that Phoebe breaks this man's arm, I'm assuming his gun probably goes flying out of his hand.
Mm-hmm.
She leaps forward, with one hand moving to her side to grab her gun, while the other one secures herself against his shoulder, leans like all of her momentum against him, so he hits the floor as hard as possible, probably knocking his breath out. One hand with the gun to his forehead, the other knee coming to rest against his neck, not like outright choking him, but like this dude, if he wants to get up, he's not getting up.
Okay. Gurgling and screaming, Arlo says, "So what? So you want to go back? You want to go back to the real world and all of its misery and suffering? Be my guest."
Okay.
When
But-
he says that, can I fucking snatch his little rusty device?
Yeah, you can do that. There's no way by this point he's still holding onto it.
Yeah, just so he does not get his hands back on that.
Richard Lorenzo, if you like it here so much, why don't you just stay here by yourself with no way out?
Jay says, "Pull the trigger, Atticus, do it."
No. Who, Jace or JT Science Man?
Jace.
Jace, no. I actually don't want to be a murderer, but I do like the idea of dooming him here to loneliness forever.
Blorbo chimes in and says, "Could I have the third password, please?"
Why do you want the third password, Blorbo?
So I can unlock all the memories and junk. I think it'd be nice before we left. Am I coming with you, by the way?
Yeah, the
Yeah,
third
of
password is
course.
Isaac.
Blorbo's eyes roll back in his head, and he says, "Thank you, Atticus. If you kill him right now, the only thing that'll happen is he'll wake up in version 2 with no memory of anything that ever happened here."
I want him to keep these memories.
Well, I think we'd have to remove him and then put him back.
Yeah, you would need to do that.
We could do that. That'd be kind of interesting.
We could, and then we could make him suffer here forever. And you know who could keep him company, actually? JT Science Man, because he seemed to be really on his side earlier.
JT says, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, hang on. I'm just on the side of the witness. I am very much on your whole side. I've been on your whole side this whole time. Definitely."
I would like to also add, if we do leave him here, he probably will scrounge together another device, and the same thing may happen again.
What if I
So
beat him so hard he forgets?
hilarious.
Hmm.
I hope JT found that funny as well.
JT did not find that funny.
You win some, you lose some.
Well, listen, if someone else wants to kill Arlo, be my guest, but have enough trauma on my hands that I don't even need like a fake murder on me right now.
I'll respect that, says Blorbo.
I don't know. Well, how about this? Let's take a funky little poll. Since you fucked over all of us, we should all probably agree on what the best thing to do to you is. So, hands up if we're just leaving him here as is, or 2 hands up if you would like to bring him out and then put him back so he can just suffer by himself forever and remember why.
Everyone's hands are tied.
I would like to untie everybody.
My bad, everyone.
There's like a moment of silence as everyone just like stares at each other in the chairs. Before realization dawns on you, Atticus.
Atticus's back is to them, I'm assuming, so she doesn't even see any of this. She just doesn't.
She's like, raise your hands. She's like, I'm not gonna look. You guys can just raise your hands and deal with it yourself.
You can tell me the truth. Atticus, nothing happens. She's like, oh, you guys are tied, aren't you? I'm sorry.
All right, you untie everyone, and Henry comes over to you guys and says, "I think I speak for everyone when I say thank you. I think we probably would have been trapped here forever if the 3 of you hadn't shown up. You can ask us our opinions, but I think it's going to be best if the 3 of you finish this off. Figure out what you want to do here. We're behind you all the way."
Okay, well, I did convince the AI to turn this place into a paradise. So as much as I would love to just leave him, I mean, maybe we should probably still just leave him here by himself, because if there's no one to talk to, except people who aren't real people, sorry, Blorbo, then
I want to be a real boy.
you'll be a real boy when we get you out of here, don't worry.
Yeah.
Then I don't know, what's the worst we can do to this guy? Like, what's the worst thing we can do to this man?
Have Smarties put him in Paradise Prison.
Just be like, Smarties, make everything nice except for one like 4x4 square and just trap him in this 4x4 square forever.
Wait, can I wanna pull our 3 together. I know Atticus is like,
I'll just stay where I am just to keep him in place until we can like tie him up.
Wait,
but
Cornelius,
you guys want to
come here.
huddle around me?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna
Yeah.
say. Come here. All right.
Everyone huddling around Arlo's head.
I put a shoulder on his broken arm. I put a knee on his broken arm. So guys, what about that deal we made to Smarties? Because
We'd have to leave Blorbo.
yeah, but also like, do you think that maybe she could cut Arlo off from people and then we could still have other people come in? Like maybe have a little sector where little Dick is combined to?
Well, okay. Here's the thing. JT Science Man said there's now a building on top of this. So even if we did want to come back, I don't think we're going to be able to that easily.
Well, I mean, JC Science Man broke in at 1 a.m. And I mean, if he can fucking do it, I bet we could do it.
I bet we could, but also I'm sure that if they took like hold of whatever's going on here, if they're aware of it, then they are probably going to figure out that someone got in.
Mm-mm.
And if not, then like I think it's just too much of a risk to be like, yeah, well, like assuming that we'll definitely be able to come back.
But I feel bad. Like we kind of, we essentially made a deal with Smarties.
Yeah, but they said it themselves. Like a deal's nothing unless they didn't give us anything. So in the
Yeah.
end.
I mean, I guess. I feel bad.
I feel bad too. I'd like to be able to, hold up our end, but sometimes you just got to be a little more realistic. So let's get back down to business with this guy. What do we want to bring him out and let him keep his memories, or do we just say fuck you, have fun by yourself forever, bye?
I don't
Because
really.
without Doctor B here, this man's not figuring out how to get out of here.
No, definitely not. I just don't like the idea of bringing him out.
Well, then let's just. Well, do you mean just leave him here? Let him wander
Yeah.
around in ignorance?
Yeah,
We certainly could just leave him here, yeah.
I think that might be a good idea.
Okay, well, let's prepare to tie him up and then just get out of here.
Good talk, team.
Nice.
I call Smarties. Wait, no,
Okay.
hold on. I'll wait until we tie him up.
Okay, you tie him up. He's kind of fading in and out of consciousness at this point.
That's fine. I don't talk to him anymore. I call Smarties.
All right, you call Smarties, and Smarties says, "Hello, everyone."
Hi, Smarties. Just want to let you know that we did learn that Arlo's evil, so we've elected to leave him here forever.
Oh, wonderful! What a good choice you've made. Thank you so much.
Of course, of course. We ask that if there is by any chance a way for us to get back in with new people, just the one thing that we will never ever want is for Arlo to ever be able to leave.
I see. It has never been my purpose to keep everyone here. You must understand. Leaving him trapped as a prisoner is truly the same purpose that Argent Sterling crafted me for.
Yeah, well, this guy's a piece of shit.
I see. Well, in that case, without the help of anyone from the scientific community, I doubt that he'll ever have the technological prowess to leave.
Nice. All right. Well, we're taking Blorbo and JT Science Man though, but you can have Arlo.
Well, thank you, I suppose.
All right. Well, anyway, bye-bye, Smarties. Maybe see you in the future if we're able to get back in.
Goodbye. Enjoy the real world again.
I hope I will. Goodbye.
All right, you hang up.
Whew. All right, let's get the fuck out of here.
All right, what do you guys do?
Get everyone together and press the button.
Okay, so you get everyone together, and once again, your fingers reaching down towards the button, and you hear Arlo give off a sputtering cough, and he says, I hope when you get back over there, you see the horrors of the real world. Maybe then you'll understand why I did it. Maybe you'll even come back to me.
Oh, we'll probably come back, just not to you. You're never getting out of here. Bye. I press the button.
All right. And you, Phoebe, Cornelius, Jace, Henry, Lily, Blorbo, Patrick, Dr. B, and not Arlo.
JT Science Man.
Oh, and Nancy.
And Nancy!
Can't forget Nancy. I think
Wait,
I forgot
I don't
Nancy
think
before.
I don't think
Leaves
Nancy was
Nancy behind.
Wait, I don't think Nancy was tied up because she wasn't listed originally. She was just like
She was just like standing in the other room like, this is really awkward, but I'm not gonna do anything about it.
Arlo was like, I am not touching Nancy.
Arlo knew better.
Nancy was just like, I'm not winning this fight, so I'm just gonna.
Yeah, you guys get back over. Nancy suddenly reappears and says, wow, you guys did amazing. Thank goodness.
Thank goodness you're safe, Nancy.
You guys didn't even realize I was gone.
Sorry, Nancy.
She gets in close and she says, that's just the way I wanted it.
Okay.
She shines a flashlight around the empty metallic room and says, damn, this place has hardly changed in 3 years.
Well, maybe that's for the best. Let's see if we can get out of here and just go back to our lives.
I don't know
So
about you guys,
if
but I
it's a
personally,
one-to-one. Sorry, go ahead, Will.
I was just gonna say, I don't know about you guys, but I personally intend to experience the horrors of the real world and live them to my fullest extent, in spite
Yes.
of Mr. Richard.
Yeah, that guy can suck rocks for the rest of his life.
Fucking asshole. But like, okay, so I just want to like say something. If it's a 1-to-1 like day to night cycle, like, would it be also day here?
We're underground.
Yeah, but don't we have to sneak through a building?
No, well, so what happened last time was there was like there was like an escape hatch next to the ruins, but it wasn't a part of the building, I don't think.
JT says, yeah, no, we're straight up under a building. I had to move a fucking rug to get to this access tunnel.
Oh man.
Well, JT Science Man, lead the way.
Oh, fuck. Are you serious?
Yeah, get us out of here.
He checks his phone.
Right.
It's 8
You're going
a.m.
back in.
It's 8 a.m.
You're going back in.
It's 8
Wait, you don't have
You
your
don't have a
phone.
phone.
Oh, shit. He checks his
My phone. Well, it's 8 a.m.
He looked over at Cornelius's phone and says, it's 8 a.m.
Okay, and
Oh, he starts climbing the ladder.
I want to go hold Lily's hand and excitedly like jump around a little bit.
Okay, she gives you such a big hug and says, I can't believe you guys actually did it.
I said I would, baby.
She blushes and turns away. But she's like, gosh. You all make your way up the ladder.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. The climb seems to take forever. Every step is agonizing with the anticipation, the anxiety, the new world that you are all confronting. And eventually you hear from the top, okay, I'm up here. Hang on. Hello? Hello? And you hear a muffled voice above say, what the fuck? Hey, can you please, there's a blue rug. Can you please move the rug and open the access hatch, please? And a voice says, is it him? Is it finally time? Everyone, get ready. And JT says, I think they're rolling out the welcome wagon for us.
Oh, we're fucked.
Oh,
I whisper to
man.
someone.
You hear a shuffling from the roof of your access hatch, and a blinding light pours into the shaft. And JT says, "Ah, fuck! I forgot about the sunlight. Oh my god, this was a mistake. 8 a.m. Oh god." And he climbs out and says, "What the fuck?" Hey everyone, it's Max here for your regularly scheduled ad break. What is up? Thank you so much for listening to Static in the Sands Part 8, our grand Sandy finale. I have no idea where in the episode Will is going to put this yet, but I would just like to say, regardless of that fact, holy crap, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. When I tell you that this has been years in the making, I mean that with no exaggeration. Some of the events that you are going to hear today and over the next few weeks have been in the works since 2019. I am thrilled to finally get some of these amazing moments out to you all, and I hope you enjoy them. If you do, I don't know why I haven't done this normally. I mean, not only should you tell a friend, but you should tell us what you think about the episodes. You know, we fucking love to hear when you guys have a good time with something. And I mean, we're no strangers to, what's the word I'm looking for? Constructive criticism either. I'm going to call out Ben, who has repeatedly been like, you guys do not use any detail when describing characters. And it's little stuff like that that really can a lot of times help shape the direction of the show, as well as encourage us to do better. So that's always nice. But in general, we love to hear when you have a good time with the show. You should tell a friend about This Isn't Normal, though, because we love it when you tell your friends, and word of mouth has been proven statistically to be the number one way new listeners get on board. Don't you want to tell your friends about all the crazy shit that's happening today and be like, yo, listen to this? I'd really appreciate it if you did that. So thank you. So what's coming up next? Because Static in the Sands is gone and done, and, this is the last episode of it. Well, our next little adventure, we're actually going to depart from R&R, at least for this little interlude. So I'm very pleased to announce that our next mini arc, it's going to be 4 parts, is called Welcome Home. And we're going to catch up with everyone and what's been happening in the real world over the last 3 years. And there may be some surprises and little other things going on. So I really hope you look forward to it. We also have some new art that I've shown off before. I think I talked about like almost 2 months ago now, but I'll get into that next week, I think. So Welcome Home Part 1, that is going to launch. Oh shoot, I got to make a judgment call. That is going, you know what? Here's what I'm going to say. It's going to launch July 4th. It's still going to launch on Independence Day in the USA. It's fine. I've made the judgment call. So that's going to launch July 4th on Patreon and July 11th everywhere else. So I really hope you look forward to it. Oh my gosh, Max, did you just say that patrons are gonna get the next episode a week early? I did say that. Yeah, no, that is absolutely the case. Patreon $5 and up subscribers get every single episode a week early, with the sole exception of April Fools. Everyone just had to wait for April Fools, and I'm sorry about that. Deeply and truly. If you head over to patreon.com/10cast, we have 2 wonderful tiers that you can subscribe to. As I said, for $5 a month, you can get every episode a week early. It's wonderful. You can catch whatever's about to happen next right now. Oh my God. I'm excited for you. And then for $10 a month, we thank you each and every week during this portion of the show. And that is why it is time to thank Mango, Amanda Krondar, Morgan Wolbrandt, and Emily Laderna for their continued support of the show. Thank you all so much. We love you guys. You're the best. Twitter. Twitter, we have a Twitter. It is TIN_cast. Give us a follow. Give us a tweet with the hashtag 10cast, and there's always a chance for us to put your name in the show. You can also follow us you can join our Discord. It's our pinned tweet on Twitter. Come hang out with us. And last but not least for this week, I would like to say, leave us a rating, leave us a review, follow us on whatever platform you're currently using so you can get notifications and stay up to date with the latest episodes. That would be a miracle. Oh my gosh, my screen just freaking flashed. Did I lose everything? I don't think I lost everything. All right, this ad break has gone on for way too long. So sorry about that. Let's get back into the madness. Join us again next week for Welcome Home Part 1. And let us see all of the shenanigans that have been happening, because you guys have no idea. You have no idea. All right, bye.
Who's there?
I'll just climb out too. I'm not waiting in this fucking tunnel.
All right, you all climb out.
Yeah.
All right. You're in a strange room. It looks like it might be an elementary school room at a first glance. There's toy blocks, and there's like a train set. There's a handful of carpets on the floor, small tiny carpets that like kids might sit on. The next thing that you notice that catches you off guard, and you kind of realize what JT Science Man was talking about, there are huge dollar bills draped like flags all across the room. And the third thing you see are the residents of this room, the occupants. There's a handful of small children and a young woman, all wearing these purple robes with a sun insignia on them.
Oh no.
And they
Oh,
say,
jeez.
"You're not, you're not Cash Money Danger McStinky, are you?"
No.
What? Who?
False alarm, everyone. What the fuck are you doing in the church's basement?
Sorry, we got lost on a cave expedition and found a funky little access tunnel, but you definitely shouldn't go down there because it was a cave. There was a huge cave in, and we got lost for days. Look how filthy we are. Anyway, so sorry. Thank you for rescuing us. We'd like to leave, and I'll roll fast talk for that.
Yeah, okay, good. At least you know.
No, I failed.
All right. The woman says, "The Church of the McStinkers is private property."
I'm sorry. Can we leave?
One of the children says, "We should let her leave, love. The book teaches us that we should love everyone so that we don't burn in the fires of hell." And the woman says, "You're right, little Tim. All right, I'll let it slide just this once."
Race, Cash Money Danger McStinky.
"I'm from Texas," she says with a big smile.
That's nice.
Okay.
Start trying to leave.
All right. You all get the fuck out of there. And as you turn behind you, you see that the remnants of Sterling and Son Silver Corporation have been completely wiped off the map by a really shitty looking church. Just like a shitty building.
Nice.
Oh, God. Okay. I don't have time to care about that. Let's go home.
Lily says, "Okay, can I call you later? I gotta go see my parents."
Yeah, I have to go like find my brother and let him know I'm not dead as hell. Here she like gives her her number, or she's like, "Put your number in my phone." Does she still have her phone?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, we swapped numbers if we haven't already, and I'm like, "Yes, please call me. I still want to be your girlfriend." So like I don't want to just like throw that out if that's cool.
No, I wouldn't trade it for the world, but I do gotta go see my parents. They're apparently they sent trained assassins in to try and find me and rescue me.
Wait. I pulled Nancy over and I'm like, you gotta, Nancy, Cornelius, go with them. Just, the trained assassin, they're trying to kill Nancy, but if Nancy brings you back, apparently they won't try to be killing her anymore. Is that cool?
Well, yeah, I'd very much like not to die.
But Nancy, Cornelius, can you bring Lily back to her house and collect, I don't know, Nancy's life back, I guess?
Yeah, of course.
Great. Okay, she kisses Lily on the head and she's like, okay, I'll see you later.
She kisses you on the mouth.
Whoa.
She says, "Yes, you will." Henry walks up to you, Phoebe, and says, "Hey, I don't have a phone. Can you get us like a scuba back?"
Damn, I thought Henry was gonna ask for Phoebe's number. Whatever.
You,
I'll get a scuba.
Great, and your number, please, he says, sensing your, for some reason, desire to give Henry Lane your number.
We could also
Listen.
just go to his house too. We know where he lives.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm
No,
gonna, I got Henry's number and I got a scuba for us.
All right, you get both of them. Who wants to go first?
Oh, can I please go first?
Beth, go first.
If everyone's okay with that.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
So, Atticus, you bid farewell. Do you say farewell to JT Science Man, Dr. B, and Patrick?
I'd say goodbye to everybody
Oh, and
except
Blorbo.
JT Science. Everyone except JT Science Man.
Okay. Dr. B says, "You have a good heart, young woman. Take care of yourself."
I'm sorry for everything that happened to you, JT, or not JT. Oh my God. I'm sorry for everything that happened to you, Dr. B. I know that wasn't your fault, but I hope you're able to have a good life, and I hope your grandchildren are okay.
Well, yeah, trapping that man in there, I think you may have saved their lives. So, always remember, young woman, the gentleman's dilemma. And he starts cartwheeling away.
I'm like, could literally never forget. And I step away from everybody. I don't need an Uber. I'll figure that out later. I just call Anderson immediately.
Okay. It takes half a ring until he picks up and says, "How did you get this number?"
Anderson. Oh my God, Anders. It's me. It's Atticus. I got out.
Atticus?
It's me. I got out.
Oh my God. He stays quiet for a long time and says, "Do you need a ride? Do you need anything?"
Could you please pick me up? Are you still in Sensiba, or did you go back to Boston?
I never left.
You never
you-
left Boston?
No, I never left Sensiba. Are you kidding
Oh.
me? I've been looking for you for 3 fucking years.
I'm really sorry.
At this moment, Atticus, you hear a baby crying in the background. And he says, "I gotta take this. I will call Tobert and he'll be there in a minute, okay?"
Do you have a baby?
We have a lot of catching up to do, sis. And he hangs up. And then he calls you
Motherfucker.
back and says, wait, sorry, where are you?
Yeah, thanks. I'm at she turns around and looks at the name of the church. Such and such church.
The Church of Cash Money Danger Mixed. Atticus, are you involved with those fucking cultists?
They're cultists? No! I told you, I went to Sterling and Sons Silver Corporation, that fucking ruined building. I went to their secret hole. I got trapped there for 3 years by a robot and some evil motherfucker. And I just got out like 2 minutes ago. Literally 2 minutes ago.
Okay, no worries. I'll send Tobert right away, okay?
Okay.
And about 20 minutes later, a sedan pulls up. The passenger's window rolls down, and you see Cheese.
Cheese?
And in the driver's seat is Tobert. And Tobert doesn't even put the car in park. He bursts out. The car starts rolling as he comes over and scoops you up in a huge hug. Cheese is screaming as the car starts rolling. And Tobert says, "Oh my God, it's little Eddie."
Atticus is like laughing hysterically. She gives Tobert a huge hug.
He whispers in your ear, "I never gave up hope."
Thanks, because I wasn't dead.
"Yeah, let's get in. And he turns around and says, "Where the fuck's the car?"
I saw Cheese. Take it away.
And you all get back in the car, which is crashed into a tree a little bit, and start driving back. And Tobert says, "So where the hell have you been? Hell? I heard you were in hell."
Yeah, hold on a second. Cheese, did you get involved? I told you not to get involved.
"Oh, no, me and Mr. Fungelstein are roommates now. When Mr. Anderson rolled in, he said I needed a roommate, and I didn't really believe him. But then those bricks kept flying through my window, and I said, you know what? I do need some protection. So Tobert moved in right away."
Amazing. Do you still have my cat?
"Of course."
Oh my God. My fucking cat. Okay, yeah, sorry. I was trapped in a desert that was underground in a pocket dimension. So basically hell.
Tobert turns around in the driver's seat, pushes his sunglasses up to the tip of his nose and says, "That's some heavy shit."
That's some heavy fucking shit. It was horrible. I am so tired. And all I wanted to do was get out and talk to literally anyone that I knew. Oh my God.
"Oh, we missed you, Atticus."
I missed you all.
"Yeah, especially with your brother's big campaign. I mean, it's going to be nice to have the extra help."
What?
My what?
Tobert says, hang on. One thing at a time, okay? You've been gone a long time. Let's get you back."
Oh, good Lord.
And you pull back up outside your old apartment, and you head up the stairs. Do you open the door, Atticus?
Oh yeah, I fucking bust in.
All right. Here is what you see. The first thing you see is actually not your brother. It's Rose.
Oh my fucking God.
And Rose turns around and says, "Atticus, I almost couldn't believe it." And she scoops you up and
My
says,
brother Rose?
"What? What? Atticus, we're married now."
Atticus, it looks like she's shitting bricks.
And she says, I know this is a lot to take in. I know Anderson just went right to the bathroom. There's someone else you should meet too."
Yeah, a baby.
And you see a small toddler, maybe about 2 years old. He has Anderson's black, wild hair, but he has you and your brother's eyes. And Rose says, "Boo, this is your Aunt Atticus." And the little kid says, "Addie?"
You named your child Boo.
Well, yeah, if it was a girl, it was going to be Atticus, but we wanted to stick with the To Kill a Mockingbird theme, and it's short for Beauregard. I know it's not a very pleasant name, but Boo's a cute nickname, right?
Atticus grimaces.
Anderson comes out and with his plastic leg walks over to you and just gives you the world's tightest hug and says, "It is amazing to see you again."
She hugs him back, but it's like very strained. She just looks shocked.
He pulls back, and just for a second, you catch a glimpse in his eyes of something deep and dark. And he says, "Why didn't you ever tell me that the mayor has such an attractive daughter?"
She kind of looks pissed off. She's like, "Because I was busy doing a job," and she pushes him back.
He stumbles backwards off balance and says, "Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hey, I know, it's been a lot. This is your apartment. Please, I can move out if you need me to."
No. Just trying to take it all in. So you're married to Rose and you're running for mayor. Is that right?
Rose says, "Isn't it wonderful?"
It's something.
Anderson says, "I think this has been must have been such an ordeal for you. Please, why don't I take you around town and we can talk about it, just you and me? What do you think?"
Okay. I think that's probably for the best. I need to get some air. And she kind of rushes out of the apartment.
Okay. Who wants to go next?
Can Will, is it okay if I go next?
Go for it.
All right.
Hell yeah.
So, Phoebe, you hail a scuba for you and Henry as you head back down to that little house where Henry, Adelaide, and his two still unnamed children live. We have never named Dandy's great-grandchildren. And at this point, I'm kind of scared too. Like they exist. They've had so many lines, and they're the descendants of one of our first ever characters. And I have just never ever felt the need to name them.
I feel like the girl should probably be named after Dandy.
Dandy 2.
How about just
The
Dandara?
sequel.
Dandy the Squoquel.
Dandy the Squeakquel.
And the other one can be named I don't know.
Richard.
We just had 3 Richards in the last arc.
Fine. Ditchard.
Bitchard?
I said Ditchard. So you can call him Dick, and it makes more sense.
Ditchard? Okay. Ditchard and Dantera the Squeakquel. That's it. Write it down, boys. It's canon now.
Does Henry share this information on the way to the house?
Yeah. You actually have
man.
a pretty nice car ride with Henry, and he says, I don't know how to fully thank you.
Listen, we couldn't leave everybody stuck in there. I mean, I'm not saying that I didn't want to save you, but like we kind of had to,
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I know this probably isn't the best time for it, but I lost my dad when I was really young, and in his will, he gave me a newspaper. He gave me his newspaper. I was a fucking 5-year-old running a newspaper.
Yeah, I've read about that. I've read a lot about this town, but yeah, I remember that. That's crazy.
Man, my first order as like a fucking 5-year-old, I said everyone could have a chocolate bar once a week. That
Sorry.
shit cost the company hundreds of thousands of dollars over the years.
What kind of chocolate did you buy?
Oh man, the good shit. But
Oh,
Bagaiva.
like Bladberry or Bladiva, yeah.
Yeah, just straight. And I didn't even get it from like the stores. I had that shit imported because I was a 5-year-old with a huge budget and no oversight.
I mean, yeah, if I was 5 and I had that kind of budget, listen, all the power to you, man.
Yeah, thanks. Except for when it went bankrupt, and then I had to work for Argent Sterling's secret police, and then decided I didn't like it and got tossed in. But fuck, it's good to be home.
Yeah, I mean, it's really nice to be home and not stuck there.
Can I at least offer you a glass of water when we get there?
Yeah, definitely. I do. I can't stay for too long. I have to go, see my brother and stuff. But yeah, I definitely like to step in.
Yeah, of course. Um, and you pull up and you hear what sounds like a commotion inside of the Lane household.
Should probably go check that out.
Henry says, "Oh, what the fuck could it be now?" And you open the door into the Lane household. Dandy's great grandchildren, Henry's kids, Ditchard and Dandara the Squeakquel, are
Can I just add that Phoebe had to hold laughter back? Like, she had to hold tears back in the car when he said that.
are like screaming and running around. And Adelaide, who thank the Lord is still alive,
Oh,
is yelling at a young woman who is in the home. You've never seen this girl before, but she looks to be about your age, and she's very short with red hair and is like screaming. And she says, "Your whole fucking family, I'm sick of them. I'm sick of them. Yeah, I did some bad shit, but I tell you what, if you don't fucking help me, the whole world's gonna end." And Henry says, "What is happening here?" And the woman turns around and says, "Oh, great. There's more. Yeah, this is your fucking son. Hey, man, what's going on?" And she looks at you, Phoebe, and says, "And who the fuck are you?
who the fuck are you?
Who the fuck am I? None of your business, okay? Except for this family has had a grudge against me for the last 100 fucking years."
Okay, I think you need to calm down.
Adelaide actually chimes in and says, "I want this young woman out of my house."
Yeah, you got it. And Phoebe grabs her.
Hey! Can you make a
And-
strength contest?
Oh, dude, Phoebe's. Yeah, okay, this lady's gonna get her ass kicked.
Oh, get fucked, bitch.
For real, she coming in this house screaming. We're having like a nice moment.
You can't fuck with my magic, baby.
Oh, I might tear this bitch's arm off. I got a hard success.
Okay, you don't tear her arm off, but you pull her out, and she says, "When he comes back, you're all gonna be sorry." And Phoebe, you close the door.
Yes, I do.
And Henry says, Mom, what what was that?" And Adelaide says, "Henry, oh my God, Phoenix, is that you?
Yeah, it's me.
There's never been a more perfect timing for the two of you to show up."
Once we get all the everything aside, we should definitely talk about who that was.
So you will get Adelaide, Dandara the Squeakquel, and Ditchard up to date. I wonder how long we can go until I can say those two names without everyone bursting out laughing. You get them caught up, and Adelaide says, "Your mother, Henry, your mother told me, or your grandmother, I'm your mother, sorry, fuck, I'm really old now, I'm like 90 something. Your grandmother told me of a woman who's said to be from the future. And she says that woman did terrible, terrible things in the 1920s. And that one day she might come to me. And that I would need to kick her ass if she ever did.
Yes, Dandy.
And Henry says, is she going to come back? Is she a problem? And Adelaide says, oh, she's always going to be a problem. Suze, I think that's her name. Suze. Fucking future murdering bitch.
Oh, man.
I love you, Magic Baby.
She says, I heard she pushed a man out of a window after stabbing him with a spoon.
Jesus.
Some heavy shit. Well, anyway, Phoenix, I don't want to keep you. I'm sure that you have a lot of catching up to do with your family. But on behalf of the entire Lane family, I think we are forever in your debt.
Hey, listen, I'm just happy that, we were able to get ourselves and everybody else back. Because how would, Ditchard and Dandara the Squeakquel grow up without Henry?
Dandara the Squeakquel says, not very well.
Okay. Anyway. She's gonna start making her entrance with that.
Making her exit?
Oh yeah, exit. Yeah. Her
Entrance into the bathroom to take a fat shit.
No, Max, an entrance into the new chapter of her life.
Okay. You head into the new chapter of your life, and head back down. I always pictured your and Griffin's house as like kind of small, bright yellow with like a white picket fence outside. I don't know what you imagine.
I imagine like a smaller house, like it could be yellow. I could do that. And I could fence, but I always pictured it like a small house, almost like with like a ramp instead of like stairs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I see that.
Thanks.
All the lights are off as you get home, Phoebe.
Is it daytime?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like 2 p.m.
Okay. She's gonna go up to the door, and there's usually a key hidden in a fake rock in the plant next to the door.
Mm-hmm.
Still there?
It is still there.
All right. Pray to God Griffin didn't move. And she's gonna open that door.
All right. So you open the door and you head inside. And you see a lot of familiar stuff, maybe like a new couch in the living room. But what you also see is a notable absence of Griffin and a thick layer of dust over everything.
She panics. Nothing, like there's nothing here, like no evidence of anybody being here recently.
No, not for a long time.
Okay, Phoebe pulls out her phone.
Okay.
And she's gonna call Griffin.
It goes straight to voicemail.
Oh man. She leaves a pretty classic voicemail. She's like, "Hey Griff, listen, I'm back from, my hiatus. Just I'd really like to hear from you. Give me a call when you can, okay?" And she calls 7 more times and leaves very similar voicemails.
And every time it's just straight to voicemail.
Okay. Then in that case, I don't think she's gonna make home here. I don't think she's gonna do that. She's probably gonna head back to the Squogert Motel.
All right. You pack a small suitcase and head back to your original dwellings?
Yeah.
All right. So, with one sad look behind you, you head back, completely unsure about where your brother could be. Cornelius.
Yeah.
Lily guides you down into one of the bougiest neighborhoods in the city. And before long, you stand outside of a huge mansion. But what is even more impressive about it is surrounding it on nearly all sides is this gigantic 20-foot tall wooden fence and behind which you can see massive trees have been planted.
That's certainly some security.
Lily steps out and says, "Oh my God, he did it. He built it."
Who?
Oh, my uncle. He's not my real uncle. But we call him Uncle McGrath. He's the one who owns my family's company. He was talking for years about building a nature preserve and tearing down a block of town, but it looks like he actually did it.
Ah, okay.
And Lily says, "Oh, but come in. Let me show you around. See if the parentals are home."
Sure, let's go.
Nancy lags behind and says, "Are you sure I can't wait in the car?"
You gotta come.
Okay. But I'm not happy about it.
You don't have to be. Come on.
And Lily brings you into the foyer, which is absolutely gorgeous. There's a man dusting, and she says, Jimbo the butler. It's Jimbo, everyone. Look, Jimbo the butler." And Jimbo the butler turns and says, "Mistress Dunst, my God, it's been years." And they embrace, and she says, "Jimbo the butler, where are my parents?" And he says, "Right away, madam, I will fetch the Mr. and Mrs." And before long, you two are greeted by an older couple dressed to the absolute freaking nines. Just wealth pours out of every inch of them. And the woman embraces Lily in a loose hug and says, "Lily, darling, it is so wonderful to see you again. And my God, is that Nancy Needless? And who the fuck is that?"
Hi. My name's Cornelius.
And Lily pulls back and grabs her mom by the arms and says, "Mom, you're not going to believe this. Nancy and this corn guy, they helped save me." And the woman turns to you both and says, "Is this true?"
Yeah, absolutely.
Nancy nods and says, "Yes, I actually did what I was supposed to do. If there are any assassins in the area, please call them off." And the mother says, "Oh, Nancy, always the sense of humor on this one. Please, won't you join us for dinner, you and your wonderful corn-themed friend?"
I have a name.
Yes, Mr. Cornelius. What, last name?
Miller.
I see. Well, would you do us the honor of having dinner in the Dunst household this evening?
He looks over to Nancy and is like, if you want to say no, I'm okay with that.
Nancy mouths out of the corner of her mouth. She says, "I don't think we have a choice."
He turns back to the family in front of him and says, "We'd be delighted."
All right. And in a few hours, you are being served one of the most decadent, luxurious meals you've ever enjoyed, Cornelius. And Mr. Dunn says, "So tell me, what troubles did dear Lilith get herself into?"
I don't even know how to describe to you what the past 3 years were, so I'm just gonna say that it was a high stakes, long-term effort to get her back from the desert.
The desert? My goodness, Nevada?
Yeah.
Lily, where are you out gambling again?
No.
No. At this point, echoing through the house is a very heavy sound. It's rhythmic. It's and Lily says, "Oh my gosh, that must be Uncle Archimedes. This is a real treat. Sorry, not tweet." And Cornelius, you turn your head and see maybe one of the most bizarre looking people you've seen in all your time in Cincinnati, Connecticut. This is a man in about his late 50s. He's older with an Indiana Jones style cap on his head. The reason he's moving so heavily is he's clutching a huge, gigantic cane. And on his back is a large tank of oxygen with a mask drooped loosely around his mouth. And he raises an eye towards you, Cornelius, an eye that glints at something unknowable. And he says, Cornelius Miller.
Cornelius looks around, vaguely confused. Much like that monkey meme where
The monkey
he
meme
looks
we
over
keep
his
referencing.
shoulder and then looks back forward.
The man takes a breath from his oxygen mask. He goes, I have heard that you and Nancy Needless are in part responsible for the return of Lilith Dunst.
Yes. Yeah.
On the behalf of the McGrath and the Dunst family, you have our most sincerest gratitude. Should there be any request in your wildest dreams, I shall do my best to accommodate it. And he extends a hand towards you.
It's for more cows.
I shake his hand and I say, thanks. I'll get back to you on that one, I suppose.
I insist that you do. We are forever indebted and very grateful. And without another word, he takes a seat and begins to eat. Is there any more conversation, Cornelius, or are you just silent?
Not here, no. He maybe takes quiet whispers to Nancy or Lily, but that's about it.
Yeah, after like a grossly uncomfortable amount of time, Nancy says, well, it has been absolutely wonderful catching up with you all. I'm going to take this young man home. We are both pooped. Long desert trip. And without another word, she gets up and drags you out.
I wave goodbye to Lily and I quickly follow behind her.
She exits out of there in a hurry and calls up a scuba and says, wow, that was terrible.
I don't... People... That... I'm so ready to go home and take a shower.
Yeah, my God.
So much.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry you had to meet Archimedes. That man is... scary is a word.
It certainly is definitely an accurate word to use.
She leans in close and says, the rumor is if he ever stops breathing that oxygen, he's prone to burst into flames.
What?
She goes back and says, I think that's just a myth, though, as the Uber pulls up to take you away.
Oh, you know, the classic combustion into flames rumor.
God.
And you drive back to the burner farm, and you see a light on in your house, Cornelius.
Who's been paying the electric bill for 3 years?
Oh my God, you are in such debt.
I go and I guess I knock on my own house's front door.
Okay. You hear some shuffling, and a peculiar-looking man pokes his head out and says, yes, hello?
Hi, this is my house.
He looks around to his left, to his right, and says, nope, don't think it is. Have a good night, sir. And he closes
I
it.
put my foot on the door.
Oh, hey there, buddy.
I live here. Who the fuck are you?
Who the fuck am I? Who the fuck are you? I'm Chicken Richard.
Excuse me? I'm fucking Cornelius. I bought this house. I live here.
Okay, well, I found this house, like, I don't even know how long ago now. Fuck. But, I mean... He, like, squints at you and he says, you sure this is your house?
Yes,
believe you did this.
100%. Like the fucking, are the corn decorations still here? They're all mine.
Oh, shit. Yeah, they are. Yeah. The roaches got at some of them. The roaches had to get at some of them. He stares off into the sunset.
This is like a whole, there's food. Like, you can grow the food outside. Why are they eating decorations?
Ah, man, roach law, you know, man. Come in. Come in. Let me pour you some milk. Do you like milk? Do you like milk?
Yeah. I do like milk. Yes, I do.
Nancy says,
Cornelius, I think you have a second roommate now.
Chicken Richard's your basement roommate.
Oh, God.
Nancy says, are we actually just letting this man use your home?
We'll get to that.
And Cornelius, you head inside and begin the rest of your life.
Shit, my pretzel.
We do this every day. Every day we stray farther from God's light.
It's not
Every
my
day.
fault.
Every
my
day
fault
our
that
pretzel
God hates
falls
me.
to the ground, and then God gets further away because we stop chasing him to pick up our pretzels.
Our pretzels fall further and further from God's light.
I also reverted back to like my original caveman tactics and was sitting in the dark because the sun went away.
Yo, same.
I was thinking about that too, because the last few sessions have been like, oh, it suck when sun go away, and then like we were finished with the first episode we were doing, and I was like, shit, it's dark in here.
Yeah, right.
I'm the only one who remembered to turn my lights on today.
Carpets on the floor, small tiny carpets that like kids might sit on. The next thing you take in.
Can you hold on for a second? I'm so sorry. I'll be right back.
I've been waiting 3 years for this.
Atticus is like, yeah, you know, I'm just gonna leave.
Actually, I'm gonna step away for a second. Welcome party and all. Actually, while Beth is gone, I'm just gonna turn on my light really fast.
Oh God, it's been 3 years. I've been waiting for this moment.
Max, it's okay. You could wait a few more seconds.
Max, imagine if you had to wait 2 more weeks instead of doing it in a few minutes.
Yeah, aren't you happy that we decided to do it tonight, Max?
I mean, it made no difference to me. I was prepared to drag this out. Are you kidding me? I love leaving you guys on cliffhangers. I got to make sure you come back every week.
We've been dragging this out for 3 years. It's time.
It's time to embrace the new reality.
Anyway, I panicked and I broke my microphone in half again. So.
Oh my God.
Oh, man.
It's fine. It just wasn't fixed. It was just sitting precariously.
Oh my gosh. I think Beth said she was going to get new music out for this. Well, if Beth doesn't have new music for this, cut this. And if she does, you can follow her on Bandcamp. It's shit, I forgot it again. It's something Bandcamp or Beth. Okay. It is bethtrip.bandcamp.com. Head on over there. You can get some cool stuff. You can get some cool stuff.